All right. Awesome. Hello and good day. I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this video, since we generally do a live stream with Craig Campbell at Craig Campbell SEO, he is flying to the Philippines, actually Dubai. What I decided to do was do an AMA. I generally don't just do AMAs unless it's for the mastermind, but why not, right? So usually on my schedule is an AMA with Craig. I have a 2 o'clock, so I have a half hour to answer any and all of your questions that you might have related to local search engine optimization. So with that being said, I don't want to waste too much time here. We'll go ahead and share a screen. We'll come on over here. And let's see what type of questions you have. So, Tarlio 5230 says, "Hey, Chris, very helpful content, man. I really appreciate it. Quick question on the supporting page. What is personal injury? Is it a category page or a parent page?" This is an excellent question. All right, so what he's referring to is this local SEO blogging video where I'm creating, or I recommend creating, supporting content like what is a personal injury lawyer to support your main topic or idea. What that actually looks like, if you were to come over here to say like a whiteboard, it would look like this. Let's just say that I was a lawyer, a long way from a lawyer. Sorry. Oh, I had a respiratory. I went to a water park with little Chris, and the chlorine and the water, it's just like, it really messed me up a little bit. But in any case, here would be the website. So let's just say chrispalmerlaw.com/personal injury. Okay, lawyer. We're talking about structure here on a website. All right. This is from a question. I forget the gentleman's name, but we'd have personal injury lawyer. And then what is a personal injury lawyer? All right. To better describe that for you. All right. So we have main website, AKA the main entity. Like, this is who we are. This is what we do. All right. And this is supporting the main idea. We're able to convey the main idea or supporting content because of structure. See the structure? All right. This topic here is supporting this idea here. All right. And personal injury lawyer, if we want to get even deeper, is really supporting this. Who we are, what we do, and where we do it. The same thing or the same idea or same concept would apply if I were to want to do, say, location pages. All right. So let's see if we can. Oh, I like this new feature. Okay. I like that. So in any case, I hope that answers your question. Carl Terlalo 5230. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. And then on 9/18 of 2024, I answered your question via video. Thank you. All right. You're the best. No, you're the best. No, you are. Without business owners and without people, I have nothing. If I have no one to help, I have nothing. I'm not the best. I have just gone through the questions mentally and in practice in order to be able to save you time and energy. So without you, Breezy Tech, I have nothing. All right. So I'm very well aware of that. So I truly appreciate you, and you're actually the best. Thank you for giving me the time. All right. So cooking with Adina. All right. And how do you get those website citations attached to your business? Excellent question. Okay. So this is pertaining to this video here, how to find quality local citations and directories. I want to point out, I assume you maybe have never done this before. Here, I have some fun news too. I was waiting. You know how with Google things take time. I wanted to come out with a local, on-page SEO training video, like a mini training, like 50, $60, something like this. But I didn't want to release it until I hit page 1. Well, it took a month. Google, it takes time for Google to recognize your pages and what you're doing. So check this out. New incognito. Before I answer your question here, we go in here to incognito. Look at this. Fat Finger McGee, Chris Palmer. I put OCM. I always do that. But here, check this out. GSA SER list. We scroll down the page. We have GSA list, GSA.net. These are exact matches. Of course, they're jumping in there. SER verified list. They've been around for a decade. Black Hat World, countless amounts of links. SEO clerks again. GSA forum, share tool. But lo and behold, number 9, Chris Palmer. And here's what makes it fun. All right. With all these updates, with all this optimization, hitting number 1 when you have a page that looks as beautifully done as this, you know that your on-page optimization must be good. So I was getting worried there. I was like, man, this is taking longer than usual. Generally, it takes 10 to 20 days, somewhere in that range, for me to break first page with good on-page optimization. This keyword gets about 70 hits per month. So it's not the hardest. I would consider this an easy keyword, right? But with that being said, scroll on down this page and behold this content. Zeros. He did it again. Chris did it again. Not too long ago. I mean, things in the algorithm have changed. No question. Heavy emphasis on entity usage. No question. But yeah, full crack. MasterCard, look at the entity usage. Stripe, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, entity. PageRank, entity. Autopilot, entity. Backlink, entity. Database, entity. Hey, it is what it is, right? It's all about math. But yeah, I was very happy to see it broke first page. With a little bit more tweaking, I could probably get it to hit in the upper echelons. Plus, I didn't build any links to this page. It was a brand new page. But in any case, let's go back to this question. So I just wanted to, I saw this last night. I was putting together some tests for the group. I'm also putting together slides. I'm going to a conference. I'm leaving here in a couple days. I was putting together my slides. I was like, I wonder how this page is doing. I went out and checked, and I was like, first page, baby. Anyway, moving on. So, question from Cooking with Edna. All right. She wants to know, well, how do you attach business directories and citations to the website? Well, first and foremost, I've gone over this to exhaustion, right? Not the fact of building them, but the types of directories and citations are monumental to your overall success as a local business owner. If you're a business owner, top priority number 1, we did a study in the mastermind looking at the top performers in the top niches in the hardest cities. And what we quickly realized is more than half of their backlink profile is sites that not only don't get traffic, but it's directories, niche-specific directories, geo-specific directories, basic directories, citations, and niche-specific citations and geo-specific citations. And yes, there's a difference between a citation and a directory. With that being said, Edna, here's what you're going to do. All right. If you're just starting out, what I would highly recommend is go out to Google and say, what are the top directories? My mistake. Business directories. Here, that should do it. All right. Top business directories. And here we go. These are a small list. Brown Book, Local, Chamber of Commerce, MapQuest, Nextdoor, City Search. Sorry. Dude, I hope that chlorine didn't mess my lungs up. I'll be very sad. Bing Places, Better Business Bureau. These are going to be your top directories. Now, to answer the second part of your question, this is social directory. In order to create these or attach, I like your terminology, attach them to the business, you'll go to whatever the profile is. Let's just say it was Monta, all right? You'll go to monta.com and you will submit your information being the page that you are whatever, probably your homepage, maybe an internal page. You'll submit a description, maybe a logo or other photos. On top of that, your phone number. Just like a business citation, you're going to go to each of these sites manually, individually, create your profile with them, and now you've successfully attached this directory or citation to your business. I hope that helps you out, Edna. All right. Any new video on GSA, SER? Not necessarily. I mean, not much changes with GSA. We scrape lists. We offer a list. I give the walkthrough. I've even created a training to break down the walkthrough. I mean, there's little tricks or little ways that you could utilize the tool that would make new content. But there's not a huge, vast amount of people that are doing GSA link building, right? It's generally now for us used for tiered linking. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to hammer a bunch of videos out about GSA, right? Melissa. So Melissa asks, hey, Chris, are the mastermind courses for people trying to make a career out of SEO, or is it for business owners trying to improve rank? For people trying to learn a specific skill. See, I'm very I'll be very blunt with you, Melissa, and very honest. If you take a look at the way the trainings are broken down, see, everybody that comes to me wants the same thing, the SOP, right? They want to know the standard operating procedure from beginning until end for not only the on page, not only the technical, but also the off page and for maps, right? That's what people want. Of course, that's what they want. But I also have a service business, right? So I sell the service, the SOP, right? As a service, not as a training. The trainings that I offer are very specific tasks or trainings that will show you, okay, here's how you do CTR. Okay, here's how you do CTR with micro workers. Here's how you do GSA. Here's how you operate Scrapebox. Here's how you, right? These are very specific things. You see what I'm saying? So the trainings are generally going to be, I also have I have tons of little mini trainings inside the mastermind. Like it's the things that would make up like all the big broad stuff that you can't include inside of a training. That's the little training courses that I have. The SOP or, hey, here's what we do from beginning until end for a business. That's what we sell. All right. Like that not only that's what we offer as a service. So as far as the courses are concerned or training, if you want to learn a specific thing, how to do it step by step, that's who it's for. It could be for an SEO, but I wrote people on purpose. It's for people that are trying to learn a specific task or skill. For people that want the beginning till end, the process, the results, right? We offer that as a service. Good question. Thank you for your video. Here, I want to sort these by questions because I don't. Okay, here we go. How do I build location pages where the site has one page and 100 of hyperlinks for different location pages, all under the same page? Is there some tool to do this? I figured it would be better rather than creating them under the dropdown. You don't have to have hundreds in the drop down. Of course not. Location page creation can be done either with a tool like WP Zinc, Cyber SEO, some type of auto blogging software like Auto Blogging AI, or there's tons of little softwares. Magic Page plugin. There's tons of them, right? With that being said, how we section off sites is very simple, right? If you have your website, let's just say it's website.com / let's go back to our truck accident lawyer, right? Truck accident lawyer. Let's just say that you're a truck accident lawyer If we were to look at this from a website point of view, you have your homepage, right? And one of the pages is going to be the truck accident. This is the truck page. All right, here we'll make this a circle. Here's our truck page. This is our home page. That truck page is our top level page. Now, if I were to create location pages, you don't have to have them down. You don't have to have them in the drop down. Like you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100 different location pages, right? They don't have to be in the drop down. But on this truck accident lawyer page, this is where I'm going to internally link to the location pages and probably also the supporting content that supports the main topic. Then I'm going to link up to my truck accident lawyer page from my location pages and my supporting content. I want to put top level pillar pages, pillar pages, category pages, however you want to look at it. I've heard all different terms, right? At the end of the day, it's the thing that I want to rank for, the main entity. This is what I want to rank for, truck accident lawyer. This is who we are. This is what we do. Then generally we'll have where we do it and then supporting content. You don't have to put it in the drop down. Cosmetics has nothing to do with SEO. How it looks or how the site navigates or the way it feels has nothing to do with internal link flow and where the internal links are passing. Where's the internal link flow passing? Where's the most amount of internal link flow? If you set it up the way that we just talked about, top level page is home. This is the home page, main entity. This is who we are. This is what we do. I'm going to have multiple location pages pointing up to the truck page, and I'll have supporting content pointing to the location pages and also the truck page. The main flow is pointing to that truck page almost always. So I hope that helps you out. As far as the tools, I mentioned a bunch of them that can help you do this. A friend of mine, his name's Darren. He showed me a really cool tool that I like. I'm not recommending it, whatever, like I'm not promoting. I don't do affiliate. It's just not for me, but it's called WP Zinc. Okay. WP Zinc, website page, creator. All right. Here it is. Page Generator Pro. All right. You can check it out for yourself. It may be for you. It may not be. I've seen 3 people using this. There is a learning curve, just like with anything worthwhile. There's a learning curve. This is a cool one. I have no skin in the game. It's just a tool. Another tool that I've used that could be used for this is called Cyber SEO. This is one that I personally use. Again, I have no skin in the game. It doesn't matter to me either way, right? But this is a tool that I use. They also have one that just came out for auto blogging. You can auto blog in local or auto blog for supporting content. Do what you want. But here's some tools. Here's some ways to do it. Here's one more. There's another one of my biggest fans always promotes this. It's called Auto Blogging AI. One of my biggest fans really loves this tool. If he likes it, I assume it must be good. Yeah, check that one out. That one's a cool one too. All right. One of my biggest fans. He's probably watching right now, aren't you? Oh, man. I love these guys, man. I don't do the creatine, but I do the nicotine. All right. Next! Is there a problem with AI written content? Well, that's a big question, brother. There's a huge problem with AI written content that is not at Google can't read. Like for my best example currently that I can actually show you is if you check out GSA SER lists, right? I offer a list. I created a page with zeros, right? We're number 9, ranking first page. If you take a look up here, I just want to point something out. There's 357,000 pages targeting GSA SER lists. 300,000, right? Out of 300,000 pages targeting this particular term, my page that looks like this is ranking number 9. There's no backlinks pointing to this page. It's just good on page, right? And I could actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I could do better, right? I didn't want to spend too much time on it because I wanted it to be easy enough for the next guy to be able to do and understand. But what I did get right is Google is rewarding a specific template. A template meaning this many headers optimized. These are the words that need to show up. This is how many times the words need to show up. This is how many images you should have. This is what the alt tags are. This is what the internal link should say, right? I can go on and on, right? What I'm getting at is Google can't read, right? But if I have AI spit out content, most of the time, there's some really great tools out there. ZimWriter's one of them, right? You can get some high production, you can get some good stuff out. But there still needs to be a level of care or optimization if it's something that I'm going to compete in the marketplace with. It can't be copy and pasted, all right? We have lots of large sites. I have lots of, man, if I could only show some of the stuff that we do. Is there a problem with AI content? The reason why you can't show everything, well, in any case, is there a problem with AI content? Yes, copy-paste content is for the birds. There has to be an optimization, but you don't have to get too crazy with it. Using AI to un-AI content is, don't waste your money. But what we need to make sure of is that, is the page structure proper? Is the optimization levels hit? Do I utilize proper LSI usage, co-occurring key phrase usage? Have I utilized the entities properly? Have I utilized proper density for the main optimization keywords? Yay or nay? So yeah, you could use it. All right, let's see if there's any questions. This was a test too. I didn't optimize the video. I didn't do anything inside of here. Like I just left it, right? So like if we come inside of here, go to YouTube Studio. Let me see if this gives up the tapes here. Go to live. Like I didn't change anything here. Here we can turn this on. We'll come inside of here. Like I didn't optimize this at all to begin with. Playlists. I wanted to see if people would still be able to find this as well as they will when I usually preset these up. I was watching some other YouTubers that aren't in the SEO space, and I quickly realized that they're not optimizing anything. Now, is this because they're so huge or because it really doesn't matter? You know, I ran a test for Skippy the Clown, right? And I realized that a lot of optimizations are only short-term. It's short-term optimizations in order to get a result in the short term. Like these meta tags or the SRT file, you know? Here, local SEO, Chris Palmer SEO, local SEO tips, SEO local, search engine optimization, local search engine optimization. And you might want to spell that right. And of course, I'm in the education category. It just loves doing that. Here we'll do activity or concept overview for this one. I never try to segment this to United States, so we'll get rid of that. The level is always professional training, and we'll save it. All right, now let's go back over here. I didn't say, but I'm happy to see that 19 people have joined me. Thank you so much. And let's see what we have in here. First and foremost, let's say hi, Thomas O'Grady. Good to see you. Jose, great to see you. Lalit, great to see you. Mudassar, great to see you. Lafayette, good to see you. Juan, good to see you. Christian Torres, you dropped out of my mastermind, but it's still good to see you. Trans IT, great to see you. All right, let's come on up here and let's answer some questions. Hello, Chris. Well, hello to you, sir. You guys make me feel better. Like I was like, man, I really don't want to go on. I can't really breathe. But man, I feel so much better now. Thomas, oi, oi, Chris. Oi to you, good friend. What's up, Chris? Jose, my main man. Good to see you, brother. Your knowledge is commendable. Thank you, sir. I've been doing this a long time. Yeah. So if I can help you in any way, I would like to do that. Like, I'm not fancy like a lot of these guys, and my skill set is very, like, I know about SEO. Like the other day, I was building out a page, and the way I had it laid out, there's a guy, his name's Scott. He's a friend of mine. He's like, Chris, you can't put that like that. You can't try to do all these things on one page. He's like, you got to segment. So like UI and UX design, I'm not good with, but SEO, I have you covered. Excuse me. So I'm doing SEO for a detective agency. I love those. It's usually lower competition. I really wreak havoc. I have a couple clients in that space. But in any case, but I'm unable to rank a particular location. I've achieved top 3 rankings, but for keyword detective agency in Delhi, I'm unable to rank. Well, can you help? Perhaps put what's the site? Let's take a look and see what you're doing wrong. Right? So here, let's take a look at this. So it's detective agency. Did I spell that wrong? Oh yeah, of course you did. Agency Delhi. Okay. I know for a fact that you tell me what yours is, and maybe we'll go take a look and see what's going on. All right, let me get back over here. I don't want to get bogged down, but could I help? Perhaps. Right? Hey, Chris, is it better to put counties or cities in Google Business Profile area of service? Counties or cities? I think it's best to add the city. But I will state this. I was doing a job. I'm in the real estate space quite heavily. We were doing a job for land buyers. And what I quickly realized is that county usage is much more prevalent in land buyers than city, right? So depending on your niche or your category, this might determine what would be best for you. All right. So that's that. But generally cities. Back 5-6 years ago, I would say, hey, put your zip codes in. But when we started putting in cities, what I realized is a city might have more than one zip code. So when you're pinpointing with zip code, that could be good for those very specific areas. But when I put a city in there, that's clarifying to Google that, hey, I'm targeting these zip codes. Okay? Hey, Chris, what exactly the topical map means to you, and how can we set up one for our website? Okay. Topical map for me. So, okay. When I work with local business owners, I don't get bogged down with technical, okay? Because when a business owner comes to me, regardless of what the topical map should be, the business owner generally does personal injury, truck accident, lawyer, car accident, lawyer, right? They might do medical malpractice. So personal injury, truck accident, car accident, medical bicycle accident, lawyer, motorcycle accident, lawyer, right? And the list goes on. Their services, no matter what, are going to be top level pages or going to be the lead for our topical map, right? We will have a brand. Let's say it's Chris Palmer. This is the main entity or the brand. Chris Palmer does personal injury, truck accident, car accident, medical mal, bicycle lawyers. But then they're also going to have a set location or locations that they operate in. So we are a law firm. We operate and offer these services in these locations. Then each of these particular top level service pages, the top of the map, I need to also build supporting content to answer very common questions about these services, such as, when should I hire a personal injury? How much does a truck accident lawyer cost? Where do I find the best truck accident lawyer? Who is the best truck accident lawyer? The questions that I'm going to answer are ideally based upon where the search volume is based on that keyword. So if I were to type in car accident lawyer, go into SEMrush, look at the questions, which questions about this topic actually have volume? See, I could fill out my topical map and build out hundreds of pages like I see lots of business owners do, trying to build out a proper topical map or follow some type of topical plan that a tool gives you. But they fail to look at, hey, is there actually volume? Is there somebody looking for this? And does it make sense for my overall content production overall? If my content does not directly support a sale, we don't create it. We're looking to very well optimize these top level pages, optimize our location pages, and then answer the questions that have volume related to a specific topic. And that is how we build out our topical map. Thank you. Is Google review course up to date? I think I created that training in 2021. I think there's probably portions of it that are very up to date. And on top of that, I think the big twist of that training was to help people make reviews. So there's pieces of it that are very up to date, but I didn't make it yesterday, right? So hopefully that helps you out. I'll answer these questions, and I think if I have local business profile for my office in my town and I'm opening a new office in a new town, do I create a new Google business profile for a new office or add existing as new store? Okay. I think there's multiple ways to go about this. But in my opinion, having multiple Google business profiles separated, because you never know what Google's going to do tomorrow, right? And you don't know what the competition is in this town or this town, right? So there's problems that you can't see that could happen. In my opinion, I think it would be best to create a brand new Google workspace and call it location at whatever the business name is. Like, this is a new Google business profile. This is a new email. This is a new account that holds this Google business profile. That's what I think would be best, especially if you only have two. Hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Chris, when it comes to... Let me see what I did here. All right. Hey, Chris. Okay, here, I got to rock and roll. Roast my site. I can't right now. Randy. What's up, Randy? Good to see you, bro. All right, I got to rock and roll. I have a meeting. Like I mentioned in the very beginning, I had a 2:00 appointment. Christian Torres, thank you. You have time today for a paid consultation. Not today. Tomorrow, feel free to book a time if you'd like. Today, I have a meeting right now from 2 to 2:30. 2:30, I go to get little Chris. And then I'm going fishing. Do you have experience in 3D modeling services since you work in real estate BIM modeling? No, but I'm sure my business partner does. I'm just an SEO guy, right? Like, I stay in my lane. When I tell you I stay in my lane, I stay in my lane. Roast my site. I don't have time to roast sites today. That's not really my thing anyway. Hey, Chris, this will be the last one. When it comes to e-commerce, does adding generic or real-world photos to GMB help in ranking? My competitors have added generic photos in upwards of 1,000 and rank in the top 3. I see this all the time. Just because top performers are doing it wrong doesn't mean that I should too, right? I see this all the time. That's kind of like the websites. I'm sorry, I think I'm getting sick too. I see this all the time too. I'll see business owners, they'll point out a competition or a competitor. They've built all of these very low level links to their homepage and they're like, oh, should I do this too? No. As far as images are concerned, images for the exterior, images for the interior, images of your team or jobs that you have done, images of, even your invoices, images about your business, about your jobs, about your customers, about you, interior, exterior, doing the 360, those all make sense. But just loading up images to load up images because the top guy has done it, nah, I wouldn't do that. Do they lend to ranking? They can, but that's 1 out of 200 or 300 or 1,000 things that need to be done. All right. That's not the end all be all. I hope that helps you. And I got to rock and roll. I don't want to leave this guy waiting. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time. Randy, great to see you. Mark B, thank you so much. Here, last one. I have a local business profile for my office in town. Do I create? Okay, we already did that one. All right. Thank you guys and gals. I love you very much. Without you, I have nothing to teach or to help. So I truly appreciate you. Want to buy domains relevant to my website? Tech and use 301 redirect. Can increase my DA, and do I need to check spam score? What's your advice? Okay, this is it. When buying websites for 301, you need to get the asset, launch the asset, all right? Usually with a CDN, something with a dynamic IP. Let that domain sit for at least 30 days. Launch the pages that have the majority of the referring domains and watch and see how many of those links stay and fall. With that being said, if huge if here, if you decide to 301 redirect, do not 301 redirect from that homepage to the homepage. Don't do it. If you're going to 301 redirect the entire domain, redirect to an internal top level page on your website or to a page that you wouldn't mind burning down if you had to. I hope that helps you out. Set the domain up, test the domain, see what influx of links there are. Check the category of links. I would steer clear. Do a 1-to-1 redirect if you can. I love you guys. I got to rock and roll. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank you. Many blessings. See you guys.